On the 26th of May 3308, Professor Alba Tesreau, one-time head of research at Aegis, was sent an anonymous tip-off by someone claiming to know who Salvation is. The message led to the Iraxon Lane base, where logs recorded by someone who may be Salvation revealed information about Azimuth, INRA and the Witch. Listen on only if you want to hear these revelations.
This is Caleb Wycherley, Vice President of Research at Azimuth Biochemicals. I've been assigned oversight of our work with INRA over the next few months.
Iraxon Lane, which was discovered by those following the tip-off, is an old Intergalactic Naval Reserve Arm, or INRA, base from the time of the development of the mycoid virus that was used against the Thargoids in 3151 and that ended the First Thargoid War. The logs found at that base supplement information that is already known about the discovery of that virus and about Commander John Jameson, who flew on what became a one-way mission to deliver the payload that caused a devastating setback to Thargoid civilization. And for the first time, we find out that Azimuth Biochemicals had been working as a subcontractor to INRA, and that it had a role in the development, testing and deployment of that genocidal weapon. Azimuth's Vice President of Research, Caleb Wycherley, is initially positive about his company's relationship with INRA, hoping it will help Azimuth outclass its rival, Pharma Sapien.
Azimuth's role in the anti-Thargoid initiative is encouraging, but this ongoing war is tiresome. The resources spent on proving that humanity is the dominant species in the galaxy would be better served elsewhere. I find the Thargoids' persistent aggression towards us offensive. INRA's work may be the best chance we have to end the conflict.
And Wycherley is present when the vaccine developed at Hollis Gateway is discovered to be highly toxic to the Thargoids.
A fortuitous development has occurred. Lady Luck smiles upon us. Our biological weapons research has shown limited success up to now. However, a research assistant of INRA has stumbled upon the incredible potential of a fungus, of all things. An agricultural experiment involving Thargoid technology revealed the fungus's highly damaging properties. I understand the researcher had to bypass his superior to bring this discovery to light. A weaker-willed individual would have disregarded the results as instructed. Fortunate for us, this man is made of sterner stuff.
Wycherley attends a meeting about weaponizing this mycoid virus.
I suspect that information is being withheld from subcontractors such as myself. Understandable, of course. Still, I have a strong suspicion that INRA possesses at least one live Thargoid specimen. I'm keen to witness a live test on Thargoid physiology.
And he witnesses the first test of the mycoid virus on a live captive Thargoid, nearly losing an eye in the process.
I arrived shortly before the test was scheduled to take place. As the fungal compound, now termed mycoid, was prepared, the Thargoid specimen broke out of its holding cell, the last in a series of escape attempts. There were multiple fatalities, and I am fortunate not to be counted among them. Medical treatment was a success, though my left eye will need further surgical attention. The creature was savage and difficult to subdue. One wonders how these mindless things develop the impressive technology they use. Despite my injury, I was ready to return for the introduction of the mycoid compound. The results were exactly as hoped, resulting in the Thargoid's demise.
Wycherley is disgusted by some of the INRA personnel requesting transfers on ethical grounds.
These people clearly lack the will to protect humanity by any means necessary.
As the mycoid virus is put into mass production, INRA delegates the design of a delivery mechanism to Azimuth and Wycherley. After considering several solutions, a decision is made.
The plan is to send a long vessel towards the Thargoid hive ship that recently attacked Carmichael Point. Not many pilots possess the courage or the skill to complete such a mission. I suspect that a member of the Pilots Federation will be required, given the challenges of this assignment. A list of potential candidates is being drawn up.
Wycherley commits acts of industrial espionage against INRA, hacking into their computer systems and reviewing their decision-making process. Once again, he is horrified at how senior personnel within INRA have qualms about using their weapon to attack Thargoid creatures, as well as the Thargoid ships and technology.
It seems INRA leaders anticipate the mycoid virus will inflict significant damage to not only the mothership, but also its occupants. The payload has been specifically designed to do so. While I approve of the decision to eradicate the many Thargoids on board, communication records reveal a convoluted discussion to reach agreement on this tactic. I wonder why the decision to strike a decisive blow against our enemy was such a difficult one.
And the attack against the Thargoid mothership, or hive ship, is successful, but Wycherley does not believe the Thargoids have been defeated.
The mycoid weapon has been successfully delivered by Commander John Jameson. The brave pilot did not return home. A shame. I would have liked to shake the hand of a man who has contributed so profoundly to the end of the Thargoid War. Reports suggest that the remaining Thargoid forces are in full retreat from human space. Some INRA personnel are convinced this is a decisive victory from which the Thargoids will not recover. But I disagree. It is likely they will resurface in time, too impudent to accept human dominance. We must prepare for that eventuality. Azimuth is well suited to take up the mantle of protecting humanity against any Thargoid retaliation.
These events took place more than 150 years ago, but with the use of progenitor cells and with advances in medical technology, that's much less than a lifetime. In addition to the insight into the ending of the First Thargoid War, the logs at Iraxon Lane provide some evidence that Caleb Wycherley may still be alive today, and may be playing a significant part in current events.
The operation to fully restore my sight was a success, but has left my eye completely white. This appears to have prompted a new nickname among my staff, some of who are now referring to me as the Witch. The wordplay is amusing, I suppose, but perhaps such a pseudonym will have its uses.
Wycherley believes that INRA, as a multi-superpower entity like Aegis in the present day, is susceptible to public opinion and politics. Worrying about the ethics of genocide will not get the job done.
Only Azimuth, under my direction, will be capable of the necessary action to wipe the Thargoid race out forever. If I must be humanity's salvation, then so be it.